The bottom of the foot has all of our internal organs. We're going to start with the crown. This line here is spinal fluid. Up, around, circulate through the brain, down the brain, and out again. We run it twice, and we do a pumping motion. So you can use the base of your thumb, or you can use the knuckle, how I've done here, where you're kind of doing this pumping, blood pumping motion up through the spinal fluid and around the brain. Now, we've come to the center joint here. We're going to open up that gate around and into that back spine lymph drain. Up through the head, you're going to hit the vertebrae and open up the spine that's in the neck, the base of the neck. And we're going to do lots of our head points here. One in the center, one around, it's the hypothalamus. And hitting that blood-brain barrier in that V at the top of the brain. And now we're going to hit the endocrine glands. On the outside, we've got the pituitary and the pineal gland. And the inside has 2 points, one on the bottom of the foot and one on the inside. Then we connect that. Cleaning up, hitting again in the center, and you're going to go out to the bloodlock. Finally getting to the brain treatment, we're going to fingernail, kind of getting in between all of those little brain matter. And we'll do that on all of the toes, except for the pinky. And then, like we did on the front, connecting the nerves through the brain. We're going to move now to the brow. The inside of that toe is our mouth, like opening that mouth cavity. Here's our eyes. Oh, and the inside is our gums, the gums on the teeth. Now hitting the eye, bring it down and hit the base of that foot. This is the eye treatment. And now the ear treatment. Bring it down. It's a little different here. You hit the base, and then you're going to run the eustachian tube around and over, and then out to that drain in the front. There's 3 dots, identical to the 3 dots in the front. Those are some glands in the mouth. And then we're going to run around this thyroid. Hitting that thyroid right there. And then there's a parathyroid in the middle there. Very good. Running up there in the solar plexus. And now we move to the heart cue. Which is the vena cava. We run it down and up. On the right side, you'll find the vena cava. It's connectors, blood connectors, and it can do that pumping motion again that we always do when we're dealing with blood and the heart. Now we're going to clean the lungs. In, down, like you're breathing in air, up, like you're going to breathe out the air, and it exits. Now I clean the pleura around the muscle. There's some lines at the bottom of that lung. 1, 2, 3, you'll find it in the manual better. That's going to reconnect the blood to the heart and the oxygen to the heart. Now on to the arm. 1 lock, 2 lock, 3 lock. These are really tender and sore if you've got a lot of tension in your shoulder. Bring it around and open that bottom lock again. Show you. Right there is our diaphragm. Pulling up. Hold those toes back and get that really good. Now we're going to move into the solar plexus, our digestive organs. This is the liver. Cleaning it up and over. Into that gallbladder. Clean it out. Run the stomach into that same line. And the pancreas. Be sure to run these from the inside of the foot into that middle. Now you're going to clean the small intestines, which is that soft arch area. And now we're going to get to the colon. Open up that valve. Clean the appendix here. Up. And all the way over. On this foot, we'll go to the sacral. We're going to hit that kidney. I like to do a circle 8. And hit the adrenal glands right at the top. Bring down into the bladder, which is located on the inside of the foot. And out again, near that vaginal cavity, but this is the uter. And our last part is the hip or the root, the grounding part. Cleaning up and cleaning around. The heel gets pretty tough, so you've got to dig in there sometimes. And hitting that middle joint, that blood lock right there in the hip.